Hi everybody, it's Christy back with another video, and today we are doing the Art Addicts Alliance video for October. Oh, I'm so excited to show you guys what I've been working on. This month has been crazy. I haven't nearly gotten as many videos out as I have wanted to in one way, because I really wanted to do some really cool focused videos on the channel, but Doomtober has been just taking over my life. It's been a lot, but it's been good. I feel like the challenge has been so fun, and I really have enjoyed it so far. And I'm about 2/3 done, and we've got a few more days to go, but the challenge for the Art Addicts Alliance this month was to do some sort of Inktober free-for-all. So since I've been focused on Inktober and Doomtober and Linktober, I just figured I'd pull out my book and show you what I've been working on. I'm not going to do any art process in this video. This is just gonna kind of be a sketchbook flip through to talk about what I've been doing. Just because I think that is the most worthwhile, because I'm doing shorts that are on YouTube and on Instagram for a lot of the artwork. And so if you want to see the process videos, they are out there. But I just want to talk a little bit about like how I decided to do each piece and what made me think of each piece. So when I did my initial video, I showed you guys that I have 3 prompt lists I'm working from. And what I quickly found with writing the 3 words together was that often it would evoke like a picture, a whole scene kind of idea. And I thought that was a really cool thing. So I started to kind of use that to generate my prompt list. And that meant that sometimes it wasn't going to be exactly what the prompt might say. It was just more when I saw those 3 words together, what did that prompt make me feel? And that is really cool, because I think a daily art challenge like this, like that's what it should do. I just stuck a little pocket in the back of this book so that I could slide these in here like so. And that way I would have them with me wherever I went in case something happened or I needed them for some reason. So let's go ahead and go through this guy. If you don't know what the Art Addicts Alliance is, the Art Addicts Alliance is this wonderful creative group I belong to on Discord with all kinds of other people with amazing talents. I'm going to link all of the Art Addicts Alliance below, and I'm going to put them all up on screen right now. Okay, and so there is everybody from the Art Addicts Alliance. Please check those people out. They are all so wonderful and amazing. And if you would like to do a guest feature with the Art Addicts Alliance, or you would like to be a member, please come to the Discord, meet us, get to know us. We are a pretty cool, arty, chatty group, and I am very inspired by everybody else that I get to work with in that group. So let's go ahead and keep going. I have some paints out here. I have been working with a couple different paint sets. Hold on one second. Let me grab. I did not prepare. 1, 2, and 3, although I'm going to talk about these guys in a second here. So mainly, while I've been doing this, I've been working with these 3 paint sets. This is my Daniel Smith palette that I keep in my travel bag. Oops. Opened it upside down. I love this little palette. It's like the perfect size to go anywhere. And it's got this really nice mixing well that's easy to clean. I have a lot of fun using this guy from Arts to Embers. It snaps shut really nicely. I want to put stickers on it. I just keep forgetting. Then I did use the Viviva color sheets a few times, but I found that using these, if I use them really deeply, that the ink was like bleeding onto the other pages, and that wasn't really my bag. So I use these less than I thought that I would, but I do like these. I do use them often. For whatever reason this year, this just wasn't what I ended up doing much of. But the year's not over yet. I still may use them. The metallic one especially. Where's my metallic booklet? I have used this one anytime I've been doing little metallic details, because this metallic set is probably one of my favorite finds. It's such a nice set. It's got a little bit of all the colors. With the exception of purple's the only color it really doesn't have, and then it's got silver and gold, like 2 full sheets of each, so it works really well with other paint sets. And then last but not least is my Daler Rowney Aquafine 24 set. This is probably my most dark horse palette I own. Like, I bought this on a whim thinking, oh, it'll be okay paint. I think it's as good, if not better, than Winsor & Newton's Cotman brand. I prefer this palette to my Cotman palette. I love the way it's set up. I love how nicely the mixing side of it is flat. Like, it's such a small, easy, compact palette to, like, just throw anywhere. That I actually went out and bought the full set, the full 48 set of this, which is still a nice flat palette, but it takes up a lot more room, but I'm really excited to play with it some more. I'm going to talk about this a little bit more in a couple upcoming videos, but this is definitely a palette that I get a lot of use out of, and the thing I like about it is that Daler Rowney Aquafine is open stock with tubes, so like my Prussian blue is kind of getting a little bit thin here. When it runs out, I will just go and buy a tube of it and refill it, and it's going to be amazing. Or I can buy half pans, I think, as well, but I know the tubes exist. Okay, without further ado, let's get into each one of these prompts. Here, let me just pull all of this off so we can focus on the book. Okay, so the first day's 3 prompts were grave, bird, and gargoyle. This is a gargoyle grave that is in Breath of the Wild. It's a haunted statue that's near Hateno Village. All of my themes, by the way, are related to the Legend of Zelda, all of these pictures. So if you don't follow the Legend of Zelda and you're like, I don't know what that is, that's fine. Just appreciate the art for being art. But if you are a Zelda fan, this video is definitely going to be for you. So this one I think turned out really fun. I love it. The prompt for Linktober was bird. It has wings. I felt like that was pretty good. Pretty close. Like, I'm cool with it. But I loved how this one turned out. I really feel like I got some good details on the face. I'm not good with faces, but I like how that one turned out. Number 2 is scurry, bones, and bones. So I had 2 bones this day. So I did a Stall Lizalfos from Breath of the Wild. There's a lot of Breath of the Wild this year. I don't know, this is the first year I really felt comfortable to go all in on Breath of the Wild stuff. And scurry, if you've ever had these things come up behind you in Breath of the Wild, you know how fast they come at you. So I thought it was a good prompt for scurry. I wanted to try to do a bone kind of details, and I really like that none of the bone is white. I did some really good watercolor coloring there that made me happy. This one is shadow, bats, and miniature. I wanted to do a shadow of Hyrule Castle. I have the bats in here. They're tiny. That's what miniature came, but I really wanted to try something that would shadow Hyrule Castle and kind of give me that nice light spot, and I really love how this one turned out. I love the moon, too. This one was pustules, scallop, and favorite character. I did favorite fish, but it is a fish that has got malice creeping into it, so the eye of the fish is actually like meant to be like a malice eye if you've ever played Breath of the Wild. So it was kind of like the fish is being corrupted. The pustules are like inside of the malice. Not my favorite one, and this is one of the ones I used to ink on, and it made it really vibrant, but I think it also like you can see it's making marks on this page over here, but it's okay. That one turned out all right. This one was Flame Demon Adventure Pouch. This is Flare Dancer from Ocarina of Time. I love this one because I did a lot of metallic elements on it. So let me move the page up here. I really like how my Flare Dancer turned out. I think it was really good and really cool, and people and poses are not necessarily my strong suit, and I'm trying really hard this year to do more of them. Let's go to the next page. Oops, that's 2 pages. Okay, this one was Ghost, Bouquet, and Gnarled. So I wanted to do a ghost with a bone bouquet. Again, I've been doing more like a little bit more creepy, edgy things this year. Not something that's usually in my style, but I feel like it's good to push yourself. And I think my bones actually turned out really good. I feel like everything I've done with bones has been really cool and fun, and I loved it. This is Eyeballs, Trip, and Nightfall. Again, this was Ocarina of Time. This one is back in Breath of the Wild. It is a Stalnox eye. Again, really love how the watercolor turned out here. I think that eye and my moon looks really good. I've been trying to work on that kind of stuff, getting some neat shading, especially with spheres, and yeah, I like it. I'm really happy so far this year in general with Inktober on how everything I've been doing has kind of turned out. There we go. That zoomed in a little bit better. Okay, boat, ship, vessel, and fangs. And I think that the other one, I can't remember what the other theme was. It was something for Inktober that I didn't do because it didn't fit. And sometimes a third, you can't do all three. So I did the King of Red Lions, but I gave him fangs. And I made his ears more, like, I made everything pointier just kind of to make him edgier. And I finished this one with colored pencil. I love my Prismacolor pencils. Love to play with them. Loved how the wood texture turned out on this boat. This one was really good. This is Nest, Battle, and Nightmare. This is the last battle in Link's Awakening where you're headed into the Nightmare to fight the Nightmare, which is the name of the boss, in the Windfish's egg. And so it's like kind of looks like a nest. And you're going into a battle. So like this was perfect. I did this just in ink. I did a couple of these this year just in ink, and I've got a few more to go that I haven't colored yet. I may go back and color it later, but right now, I really love how it turned out just in ink. It's not something that I have been comfortable enough to do in the past, and I am really proud of myself for challenging myself. Again, guys, just throw it out there. I am just an art hobbyist here on YouTube. I'm not a professional, and so this is all just me having a good time, and I hope that you can be inspired and enjoy my artwork as well. So, yeah, not probably the best thing you've ever seen, obviously, but for me, I was proud of myself. Number 10 was Crabby, Overgrown, and Axe. This is a axe sticking out of a tree stump in Breath of the Wild. Love how my sky turned out here. I finished my axe with a little bit of colored pencil detail, and I think that turned out really nice. Number 11, Eagle, Nostalgia, and Were Creature. I kind of like to imagine that this eagle, because he's alive, is kind of like a were creature. And then this is again from Link's Awakening. I really like how this one turned out in ink only, although I do think I'm going to color this one eventually. It just looks really neat. I like the tower, and I did a really good job with the bricks and making them rounded and giving it character, and like the eagle looks good. Yeah, I feel like it turned out good. Okay, number 12, Forget, Flying, and Undeath. This is from Skyward Sword, and this is a Bilocyte. It's on Levias. It is literally a parasite who is making Levias forget. He flies around, and I feel like he is almost kind of in like a vegetative state, so killing this guy is I think Undeath is a good way to describe what happens to Levias. This might be my favorite piece I did for all of October so far. I really love how this guy turned out. I just think I really captured him well. This is mainly watercolor with a little bit of Prismacolor pencil over top. Really, really happy with this guy. This one is Kind, Secret, and Ritual, and I just did Hestu from Breath of the Wild, kind of meant to be in Korok Forest. If you look really close to the back, you can kind of see a little bit of pink in the background, like there are some cherry trees back there. I kind of feel like Hestu's secret ritual is to give you the inventory stuff. I don't know. This is what I thought of. And I couldn't go through the entirety of Inktober and not do at least one Korok-y thing. I love drawing Koroks. So this was my Korok this year. I love how the maracas turned out. Like he's getting ready to give you a new inventory slot. We finished this one with colored pencil also. I've been doing a lot of finishing work with colored pencil this year, and I think it's elevated my artwork nicely. Number 14, Empty, Withered, and Stalker. I drew Bonnaroo from Ocarina of Time. I think that one is okay, not my favorite, but I do like the face. I think turned out really cute. Armadillo, Weapon, and Wings. I don't really think I did much for Armadillo here, but this is a feathered spear from Breath of the Wild. A wing and weapon kind of combo. This kind of looks a little bit like an armadillo to me, so I kind of went with it. But I think it turned out really good. Okay, now we're getting into some of the stuff that I haven't finished yet, even though we're past the dates. I had a little bit of a backlog. So we have Fowl, Snake, Serpent, Dragon, and Eldritch. I just did Fowl. I didn't even go for the other ones. Although a Kuko can be a pretty nasty boss if you provoke it too much in any Zelda game. So I drew a Zelda chicken. Haven't finished it. Definitely going to color this one. Really excited about it, but the line work is where I got to. Link, Salty, and Void. This is the statue that is in Hyrule underneath the sea in Wind Waker. So when you go in there, it's all black and white like a void. And Salty because it's in the sea. So thought that was a good one. Again, planning to do more with this one, just didn't get to it yet. Same thing, you can see, there's more, but this is just, we're kind of getting to a little bit of a lull. This one is Scrape, Companion, and Tentacle. So this is Tantalus from Skyward Sword, and you can see he is scraping the deck there. And then I put Phi in his grasp with a tentacle. I'm going to color this one. I just inked it yesterday, but I really love how it looks so far. He needs teeth, he needs color, but it's good. I have a plan for Ponytail Boss Mutant that I haven't gotten to yet because I'm halfway through filming another video. I'm going to use my scrawler box to do this one, so stay tuned for that. That's coming up, even though it's going to be late. I just, you know, October is a month where there's all the things, all the fall things, and my daughter's birthday is this month, so that's always going to take precedence over other things, and it's just a busy time, and I feel like, you know, there's a lot going on. And so some of the things I wanted to get done before this didn't get done before this. So that one is a surprise. It's coming up later. Okay, yesterday was Bluff, Storm, and Wizard. So I did Electric Wizrobe from Breath of the Wild. This is my other favorite one I've done so far. I think it turned out so good. I love the lightning rod coming out of his hand. I think I did pretty good with the foreshortening there. And this hand is meant to be intentionally very wonky and creepy because I'm not good at drawing hands, and I thought that would be a fun effect. So love how this one turned out. This is watercolor with some colored pencil on top. This one for today is Bad Dog, First Zelda You Played, and Apocalypse. So what better than to draw the Lionels from the original Zelda? I think it's so good. And I used like dot grid paper to actually make sure my pixels were perfect. Bad Dog, because when I used to look at these as a kid, I used to see a Scotty dog. I don't know, does anybody else see that? I used to definitely think of it as a Scotty dog, and I don't know why. But anyway, it made me think of this picture, so that's what I did. This is tomorrow, so now we're into stuff that you're getting a little bit of a preview. So if you were looking to be excited about what's upcoming, here you go. This says Heist, NPC is non-playable character. And then Rat. So in the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, which I haven't done anything yet from Link to the Past, and it's one of my favorite games. I'm not quite finished with this one yet, as you can see, but it's in progress. This is the sewer scene with the rats, and there, if you bomb this wall, there is treasure behind it, so it's like Link and Zelda are going to steal some treasure. Thought that was kind of cheeky and fun, and Zelda is a non-playable character in Link to the Past, so I thought that was great. Booger, Ganon, and Witch Doctor. I'm just going to do Booger and Ganon. That was hard enough. This is Dark Beast Ganon, and you can see he's going to have a runny nose. That one's just in the stages of drawing. Haven't finished it yet. And then here we have Fairy, Dream, and Spell. I'm going to do a fairy bottle from Link's Awakening. Very excited to play with that, but there's the sketch. Here are some ones. I don't have my plans for all of these yet. Tempting Zelda and Castle. I don't know what I'm going to do with this here. If you have thoughts, go ahead and write me a comment and tell me what you think. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do all three of those prompts. Zelda and Castle won't be hard because Zelda is a princess, but Tempting seems like a weird one, and I'm not really into art. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. Ego, Treasure, and Headless. Again, Ego and Treasure won't be too hard. I was thinking about maybe doing Master Koga from Breath of the Wild with, like, being bonked with something. Or, oh, no, you know what? I could do Master Koga when he's upside down because he's headless. That would be funny. That might be what I do because this page is going to be a Yiga Blade Master, so that would be a really cool spread. Okay, see, right in time, I'm going to get some ideas here. And then Snack, Deity, and Slasher is a Yiga Blade Master chasing bananas, again in Breath of the Wild. If you've ever seen it happen, it's really funny, and I think those prompts will make a nice, cheeky spread. 28, Camping, Horror, Fear, and Creep. I'm going to do a cook pot scene with a Blood Moon from Breath of the Wild. I haven't done a Blood Moon this year. I always try to do at least one piece every Inktober that includes a Blood Moon because they're really fun as a watercolor artist to challenge myself to do. I think this year I might make it a pretty big looking Blood Moon and see how it comes out. This one is going to be so fun. Uh-oh, Botanical and Altar. If you've ever played Breath of the Wild, there is the character who doesn't let you step on the flowers, and if you do, she gets really upset. It's almost like her little botanical altar, and uh-oh, you stepped on the flowers, she's going to get mad at you. So I'm going to draw something to do with her and the shrine that she is around. I think that would be a really fun piece. One more spoiler alert. So this one I did as a part of an upgrade. The last upgrade that I got, I did Gear, Magic, Cult. Really just Gear and Magic because it's the Ice Rod from Link to the Past. So I lied. I have one more Link to the Past in here. I really love how this turned out with alcohol marker. I don't use, and there's some pencil work in here too. I don't use alcohol marker as much as I should. I really enjoy using alcohol marker. So this was a really fun piece. I love how it turned out. I love the dimension that I got here. And I'm just really proud of where I've come. The last one is Farm, Free for All, and Doom. Not sure what I'm going to do for that one yet. I have maybe a fun idea. Maybe I'm kind of trying to think it out, but I do have an idea that might involve Epona. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so that is the end of the month, and that is the end of the book. But overall this year, I'm really proud of myself that I've stuck with it, that this 3-prompt idea has really garnered some super cool pieces like these. And if I go back to here, like this page I really like a lot as well. I'm really proud of these two. Turned out really nice. And this one, I really like that. I know it's a shadow picture, but the light source there is kind of hard to get. So I hope that you enjoyed this little journey with me through this book and to see a couple spoilers for what's coming up for my Inktober pieces. Did you do any of the prompts that are out there for October this year? If you did, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what else is out there, because next year I might switch it up and do something different. Otherwise, that's going to be it for me today, guys. I am going to send you off to somebody else in the Art Addicts Alliance. Check us out. Check everybody out that's in the description below. And we will see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.